Ariel Helwani post-fight at UFC on Fox 19 alongside Michael Chiesa, who had a fantastic win tonight over Beneil Dariush. Maybe your best ever in the UFC. Would you agree with that, considering how you finished him?
Yeah, I think it was definitely my best. I had a little hiccup right before the fight started that kind of threw a curveball my way. I think I could have performed better in the first round, but I persevered and I was able to get the job done. So yeah, it's definitely my biggest, most high-profile win. I'm on cloud 9 right now.
So I don't want to put you on blast, but word on the street is you had to go to the bathroom, to be as blunt as possible, right?
We're talking like stage 4 emergency, like I'm about to blow a gasket, like I tried to run off and they're like, no, get back here. They like pulled me back. So literally right when the fight started, before the fight started, I told Rogan, I'm like, dude, something bad might happen.
Number two.
Okay. like number 4. And so the fight starts, and like right when it starts, I'm like in my head, I'm like trying to, I don't know, keep my guts together, whatever, and then all of a sudden I'm getting socked up. No excuses, you know, Neil's a super tough guy, but you know, my whole game plan was forward pressure, walking down. You're not gonna get kicked if you walk him down, and I couldn't walk him down. I was kind of just stuck there, like.
Were you afraid that you were gonna?
I was about to pull a UL Romero on a whole other level. Like,
so that's like in your mind, you're freaking out,
dude. Dead serious. Even Rick, like, they all saw me just freeze up in there. I mean, if you go back and look at the picture, I'm getting punched all over the place. I don't get hit like that when I fight, you know what I mean? And it was no excuses, but hey, gotta overcome adversity.
Now I'm even more impressed, by the way. That's even 10 times better.
Well, it's funny.
How did you get over that, though?
It's funny because when the round ended, so he started shooting on me and clinching, and I'm like, perfect. But I didn't want to squeeze him and try and take him down, so I'm worried something might happen. So in between rounds, I sat down on the stool. I felt fine. I usually stand. I sat on the stool, sat there for a sec, and was kind of like, all right, I'm okay. All right, I can do it now. I can do it. So then the second round, I was able to go out and start moving. You saw me not get hit as much. You saw me, I mean, when the second round started, I caught him in a minute 20.
Right.
The second we locked up, I took him down and choked him. I really feel like I could have done that in the first round. It was the best camp I've ever had. I mean, all bullshit aside, no pun intended.
Yeah.
This was the best camp I've ever had. I brought in 3 black belts from Chicago. I was very well prepared. It was a hard, grueling camp. I could have done that in a couple minutes into the fight. But you know what? It just, one little hiccup, you know, it's all good.
When the layman is watching this, I'm saying, oh, he doesn't have the arm under the neck.
Yeah.
You don't even care about that? You're just applying pressure on his chin? Or on his jaw, I should say?
So here's the thing. When he was on his haunches, and I first went palm to palm and came across the neck, I could hear him start to gurgle. But I knew it was not enough to commit to. That was when I was kind of twisting this way. So once he started to stand up and come to his feet and I sunk it in, I was closing in from the sides. So while it might look like, you know, I'm just crushing his jaw, I'm coming in at the sides.
Okay.
Either way, it doesn't matter. This is the UFC. Like, what's the difference between a jaw crank from an arm bar, from a knee bar, from a heel hook? Like, that's the name of the game. But he was definitely getting strangled. It was not just a jaw crusher.
So you asked for Tony Ferguson afterwards, and Ferguson's been asking for Khabib, but Khabib doesn't, you know, his schedule, his religious beliefs, all well and good, doesn't seem like it meshes with him. Do you think there's an actual chance that you get to fight Ferguson next? Do you feel like that's possible?
I think it's very possible. And here's the thing. Ferguson is super tough. He can match my size. He's a big guy. He's on a ridiculous winning streak. I'm not looking for an easy fight.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a challenge. I want to be a world champion. You can't be a world champion or get those fights by just trying to tiptoe around. That's why I asked for Dariush. That's why I asked for the 7th ranked guy in the world. That's why I'm asking for the guy that's ranked number 2 in the world. I want to fight the best guys. It's a main event fight. I mean, it's a good matchup.
Don't they owe you a main event?
They owe me a main event. And what better main event than me and Ferguson? That's going to be a crazy fight. So for me, you know, just kind of like what Raquel touched on, I've had 2 fights in 4 months. Both of them were good performances, but I have some things I want to work on myself. I definitely want to not just jump right into a camp. I want to fix some things in my game. I got my sister's wedding and stuff, some things I want to handle outside the cage, but I definitely like to get back in there at the end of the summer. I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to achieve greatness, just one fight at a time.
Very happy for you. Congratulations. I'm happy there were no accidents in the cage. And by the way, also happy that the sort of clean-cut Chiesa is gone. I like the hair a little longer. That's old school Chiesa. I like that.
I'm bringing it back, dude.
Yes.
I'm bringing it back. That's what's
like
up. Thank you.
Congrats, man. Enjoy it.
Thank you, Ariel.
Thanks, man.
Go Knicks.
Yeah, go.